Hello, Sultana.
Hi.
How are you?
Excited,
Excited?
nervous.
About what?
Uh, there's gonna be a lot of events in my school, but I'm also really nervous about them. For the first one, in my school, there's going to be like an ELA class. We've been talking about like climate change or something like that, and we've been creating a short film with like my partner, and it's gonna be presented to the parents on Wednesday this week, and my friend, she's like kind of shy, so she told me to like do the speech. So I have to say this like essay kind of speech near everyone.
Hmm.
And like what I'm excited about is that on Friday there's gonna be a carnival and stuff in my school. And I just sended my art teacher my drawing so that it could get accepted to the school magazine.
Very good. Is it your last school week or you have one more week?
I think I have like one more week. It ends at June 25th.
Okay, so 25th.
Yeah,
So next Wednesday.
yeah. And for my math benchmark, I'm pretty confident that I did good on it.
Did they release the results?
I'm not actually sure, but when I asked my teacher about it, she said I did really good.
Good. I'm happy to hear that, Sultana.
Yeah.
You're clever, you can learn fast, but only, also the speeds, you have to learn more, Just being good is not enough. You have to be the best in the school. So that you can also next year try to join a math Olympiad. This will be good for your college application. Okay.
Oh, uh, yeah.
Okay, good. Sultan, if you're ready, let's start. A few questions left. I want to finish this paper. Okay, then I want to move to the next paper. Okay, are you ready? Let's
Yeah.
try to solve 12 questions, and the rest of the questions you will do yourself. Okay, I'll give it as a homework. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's start. Read the question.
Uh, a monthly budget with expenses is shown below. With which equation can be used to determine why the minimum amount of money a family must earn to meet the requirements of this budget for 1 year?
What equation can be used to determine y? It's saying to determine y. What is y? Also, it's saying that here y is the minimum amount of money, right? A family must earn to meet the requirements of this budget for 1 year. So this is what is it? Monthly budgets, right? For a family of three in San Antonio, Texas. Rent, food, child, transportation, utilities, insurance, savings, Texas. Okay. So this one is monthly total. What is a monthly total for? Let's find this out, Sultana. So we have to add all of these numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it quickly. 870 plus 550 plus 375 plus 480 plus 400 plus 235 and 400 again and 290. So actually it's all really given here, but also to make sure that that is $3,600, right? And which equation can be used to determine why the minimum amount of money a family must earn to meet the requirements of this budget for 1 year? Which one is it?
Is it A?
It
Because,
is A, right?
yeah,
Because if every month your total expense is 3,600, and in 1 year we have 12 months, so every month you have to earn this much. So at least they have to earn this much, right?
yeah,
So when you're answering a question, if you answer like this, okay, not is it A? If you answer like this, it should be A because in 1 year we have 12 months, and each month we should actually earn at least 3,600. That's why it is A. So it gives us a kind of positive impression to the audience, you know. If you say, is it A, it means that it's like you're guessing, maybe you're not sure. But if you say it is A, because in 1 year we have 12 months, that's why we should multiply monthly expense by 12. Okay, Sultana?
Yeah.
All right. 27.
Well, Mr. Juarez opened a saving account with an initial deposit of $560 and will not make any additional deposits or withdrawals. The account earns 1% simple interest. What is the total amount that Mr. Juarez will have his account at the end of 50 years?
Okay. If you remember, we have simple interest formula, Sultana. What is that? Interest, simple interest is equal to principal, the amount of money you're depositing, times rate, times time. Okay, like for example, if you deposit, let's say $100, if the rate is 5%, at the end of the first year in your account, there will be 100 plus 5, $105, right?
Yeah.
And how about if it is free? Your deposit right here, your deposit is $560 times what is the rate?
Uh,
1%, right? You see?
yeah.
So the 1% is 1 over 100 times time. For how many years?
For 3 years.
3 years. So I should write here 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the zero, zero, they cancel each other. 3
So
times
then it is,
56. Huh?
so then it's because you,
It is 16.8, right?
yeah.
Okay. That is the interest actually your money earns in 3 years. And number two, how can I know my balance after 3 years? So I had some interest, right? I mean, the deposits and plus my money earn this interest, right? Because in your account after 3 years, the money you deposit plus your money earns some money. So that will be $560 plus it earned 16.8 interest, which is equal to $576.80. Did you get it, Sultana?
Yeah.
Because, if you deposit money into the bank, right, in savings account, what does that mean? It means that the bank is using your money. So in return of the use of your money, the bank pays some amount, right? So that amount is called interest. If you're calculating interest by using this formula, that's called simple interest. Every year, some actual fixed amount is being added to your amount. So that amount of principal does not change. So that's why it is D. It's all about business, simple business, financial transactions. Okay, Sultan, let's continue. 28. Now you'll try to solve this question yourself and we'll discuss, okay? Read the question.
A car dealership offers two types of discounts. Discount one, take 5% off the original price of car built last year and then receive a 3,500 rebate. Discount two, take 10% off the original price of a car built this year and receive a 1,000 to 1,250 rebate. A customer is deciding between two cars. Car R that was built last year and has an original price that's 25K with 300 for it, and car S that was built this year with two $22,860. Based off this information, which statement is true?
Okay.
Um,
Did you understand the question? First is saying the
yeah.
discount one. Take 5% off the original price of a car built last year and then receive a 3,500 rebate. Rebate means that it's giving back that amount of money to you. Discount two, take 10% off the original price of a car built this year and then receive a $1,250 rebate. A customer is deciding between two cars. Car R was built last year and has an original price of this. Car S was built this year and has an original price of this. Based on this information, which statement is true? First, we have to calculate, Sultana. If you buy car R, okay, let's calculate here. Let me just draw a line here, okay? So first, if you buy car R, how much do you pay?
Uh, 25,340.
No, no, no. This was original price, right?
Yeah,
You see discount one, take 5% off the original price. So that means that here $100, right? I'm 100% minus 5% discount, right? So you're paying only
yeah.
9% of what? Of this price. How much is it? $25,340, right? And it says that then receive a 3,500% rebate. Also, they are giving back this money to you. Okay? So minus maybe minus 3,500. Okay? So rebate means that Sultan, if I give you, okay, you just come, Mr. Qasim, I want to buy something from you, let's say something, and I'm saying that, okay, Sultana, the price of this item is $100. But you are my student, okay? I will just give you a rebate, which is $10. If you give $100, I'll give you back $10. Okay? So now if you calculate this, 95%, right? Which is 0.95 multiplied by 25, 340 and minus 3500. So that's equal to how much? 20,573.
Oh, okay. So you do to 20,000. Is it uh also A again?
Huh?
Is it option A again?
Now let's see. Now we will calculate option B. For option B, take 10% off, right? So that means, and now let me just buy the car S. So 10% off. So you have to pay only 90% of the car off. How much is it? 22,860, right? And the minus, because you have to pay this much, and minus rebate, how much? 1,250, which is equal to 0.9 times 22860 minus 1,250, which is equal to 19,324. If you actually choose the second one, you have to pay this much. Because first you have to calculate, then we can make a decision, right? Because if I don't know the final price, how can I make decision? Should I buy car R or car S, right?
Yeah.
So, Sultana, now we got this. So if you buy car R, you have to pay this much out of your pockets. If you buy car S, you have to pay this much out of your pocket. Now tell me, which one is correct? A, B, C, D.
A.
Customer would pay 19,324 for car S, right? It is A. For R, 24,000 is wrong. For S, 21,000 is wrong. R, 23,000 is wrong. So only A is correct. Did you get it?
Yeah.
So this one is rebate. It is a key word. So you are actually receiving this kind of refund. Okay, Sultana, let's move on. So, okay, that's it. How many questions? 28. So this 2015, just give me a second. I need to write complete, otherwise you may get confused. Okay. All right. Now next. Okay. Also, this one we did a lot of questions. Let's say only a few of them are left. Okay, we stopped here, right? Okay, let's continue here. Sultana, read the question.
The two rectangles were used to form the following figure. Use the ruler provided to measure the dimensions of the figure to the nearest quarter of an inch.
Oh,
Which measurement is closest to the area of the shaded religion of the
this one
shaded
is
region of this figure in square inches?
it's saying user provided a ruler provided. So if it is on the paper, we could do this. That's why we're gonna skip this. Oh, we did these questions, right? Okay. How many questions left here? I think we stopped here. 33. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We are supposed to use ruler. That's why we skip this question. Let's continue from here. Read the question.
A circular the cir circular The circular railroad crossing sign has a diameter of 30 inches. What measurement is closest to the area of the sign in square inches?
Okay. What is the diameter formula? Do you remember? Diameter equals what?
Uh, a di the area of
2 times radius. Come on,
area.
Sultana. What do you mean? The diameter? Diameter is 2, right? If you're given a circle, so this one is radius. This is also radius. Okay. And it's actual chord that's passing through the center of the circle. It's called diameter. So diameter is the longest chord of a circle. What is a chord? A line that connects two different points of a circle. So diameter is 2 times r. But here is saying that the diameter is given. What is the question here? The question is which measurement is closest to the area of the sign in square inches? Now the second question, Sultana, what is the area formula of a circle?
The formula of area.
Yeah, circle area.
Yeah, I remember this. It was like uh A equals pi
Pi
r two,
r
like
squared, not
two,
2,
yeah,
squared.
square
And how about the circumference?
circumference.
The length of the circle, the boundary.
Uh, 2 pi or some two
Yeah,
pi.
2 pi r,
Yeah.
right? So you have to know these things, okay? Pi r squared circle area, 2 pi r circumference. If you just put some kind of a ribbon around the circle, if, for example, the radius is given, how can I find the length of the ribbon? By using this 2 pi r. So, Sultana, now in this first step, what actually we should do here in the first step? To find the area of the circle, what should we do here in the first step?
So first circumference. So
Find the radius, right?
yeah, you find the
Okay, from this formula, can you tell me what is radius?
30 inches.
Diameter divided by 2, right?
Oh, yeah, diameter divided by 2 equals 30 divided by 2.
Yeah, you should tell me just 15 is 30 divided by 2, that is 15 inches. So the radius of the circle is 15 inches. What is the next step?
Uh, wait, so the radius, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Radius.
Sorry. a radius. It's half the diameter, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So it would be so now I do the area thingy,
Uh-huh.
the
Now we have
area
the area, right? Area is equal to pi r
square.
squared. Okay.
So
And
it's
here, pi, okay, I can just use the pi in the form calculator, or we can just write 3.14 because after all, we are just approximating this. And the radius is equal to 15, right? And squared. Right, Sultana? You
yeah,
just calculate. Can you calculate and tell me the answer? What is 3.14 times 15 squared?
like with my calculator,
Yeah.
706.5.
706.5 square inch, right? So that's why it should be C. Okay, Sultan, you should know the things really well because we're going to use this a lot. Diameter is, what is that? 2 times radius. And area of a circle is pi r squared. And the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. And what is pi? It's a constant number, which is approximately, right? Approximately equal to 3.142. Or as a fraction, also you can use 22 divided by 7. Okay. Like 22 divided by 7 is about 3.142. Okay, Sultana.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk about the next one, linear function. Okay, read the question.
Caroline's cell phone plan costs $32 per month. Which table shows the sum of amounts that Caroline will pay for her cell phone plan over the next 4 months?
Okay. You do it yourself and tell me your answer, okay?
Okay.
Yes, Sultana, what do you think? Which one is the right correct table?
So it says that Caroline's cell phone, like the plan, it costs $32 per month.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do that and then do it with the 4 months for the new plan, you you just divide it, not divide it, just multiply it. You do see, look, you do 32 times the second month, and then you do 32 times the third month, and then 32 times the fourth month, and then yeah,
Which one is it then?
it's either J or mm, F. It's J.
It is J for 1 month. It doesn't say that here the first month is free. If they say that in the question, the first month is free, at the time you would choose F, right? Because F, the first month, you're paying $0. But in the question, it doesn't say that it is free. 1 month, you have to pay $32. If you use for 2 months, 2 times uh, 32, right? Then what will be the equation? The equation will be Sultana Y. So this one, if you remember, we have this equation, direct proportion equation, right? K times X. Do you remember? This K has a special name. What do we call this? The first letter is C-O-N. Can you continue this?
UL
Constant.
constant proportionality?
Yeah, constant of, because a constant number, right?
Yeah.
Proportionality.
Yeah.
Because you know why we're calling this one? Because y over x is equal to k. That's why. So in our case, our rate is 32. And the number of month is represented by x. If you use for 1 month, you have to pay $32. 2 months, 64. 3 months, 96. 4 months, 128. Right? And that's why this J Sultan. Okay, let's
Okay.
continue. 35, read it.
Landon used a semicircle, a rectangle, and a right triangle to form the figure. Which of the best estimate of the area of the figure in square centimeters?
Sultana, we have just seen how to find the area of a circle, but if it is semicircle, you have to divide it by 2. And you know how to find the area of a rectangle, right? It is length times width. And also you know how to find the area of a triangle. 1/2 times base times height. You know everything. Okay. I will give you 2 minutes. First, you try to find yourself. Then we'll discuss this together, okay? 2 minutes.
Okay. Wait, 2 seconds?
2 minutes.
Okay. Uh, so the semicircle, rectangle, and a right. So I have to do the formula for all of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, is it D?
Why? Did you calculate it or are you guessing?
Well, I calculated like half of it.
Look, Sultana, look, I suggest you to do like this. Suppose that you have this paper in your hand. How would you do this in algebraic way? First, let me just label not to get confused, okay? So this region, semicircle, let me label this by A. The area of this rectangle, let's say this B. So this one is C, okay? So we're going to find this A, okay, and B and C. And after we'll add them up. So what is A? Did you calculate like this? 1 over 2
Yeah,
times pi times, because radius, right? This one is 2, right? It is 2 and 2. R squared, right?
yeah,
2 squared is 4 divided by 2, so it is 2 pi, which is approximately equal to 6.28 because 3.14. And how about rectangle? 6 times 4, that's equal to 24. And C, triangle, 1 over 2 times base. So this part, you see this rectangle part is 10. Remaining part should be 10 minus 4, this should be 4. And also height, it is 4. 1 over 4 times 4 times 4, which is 8. Now I can just write here the area will be equal to 6.28 plus 24 plus 8, which is equal to 38.28. Well, which one is closest? It is D. If you're doing yourself, I expect you to do like this, okay? Step by step. Step number one, find each area. Step number two, sum actually all this area. Okay, Sultan.
Yeah.
All right, good. Let's continue. 36. Read the question.
The circle graph shows Alan's activities during 24 hours. Alan's activities: listening to music, playing video games, practicing drums, playing tennis, eating. Uh, how much more time did Alan spend listening to music than playing tennis?
Okay, so it's given a circle. We know that the total circle is 360 degrees or 100%, right? So sleeping 35%, attending school 30%, listening to music 12%, playing video games 3%, practicing drums 5%, playing tennis, I have just played tennis 10%, and eating 5%. What is the question? How much more time, right, in hours did Alan spend listening to music than playing tennis?
Yeah.
Okay, Sultan,
Uh,
I'll give you 1 minute. Calculate yourself and tell me the answer, okay? It's a very easy question. Yes, Sultan, why is it taking too long?
well, I don't know. I'm just very sleepy because it's like 9.
But we sleep at 11, 12 o'clock. What time do you
Mm.
go to bed?
Oh, well, I usually sleep at that time too, but I woke up at like 6 today.
Oh, maybe today's Monday, I think. So you go to school, but we are on summer vacation, we don't have school, so
Uh, yeah. Is it G? Cause
yeah. Because number one, you should find the difference, right? So listening, how many percent? It is 12. Minus playing tennis, it is 10%, right? So the
yeah,
difference is 2%. So now the second one, we have to change it into hours. Then what is 2% of 24 hours, right? So which is equal to 0.48. So that's why Alan spends 0.48 hours more, right, on listening to music than tennis. Did you calculate like this?
yeah.
Good, very good. Okay, 37.
There are 40 houses in a neighborhood. Company X provides electricity to 1/8 of the houses. Company Y provides electricity to 2/5 of the houses. Company Z provides electricity to the remaining houses. In this neighborhood, Company Z provides electricity to.
There are 40 houses in a neighborhood. Company X provided electricity to 1/8 of the houses. Company Y provided electricity to 2/5 of the houses. Company Z provides electricity to the remaining houses. So in this neighborhood, Company Z provides electricity to how many houses? I think you can do that, Sultana. You have 1 minute first, do it yourself. Okay, then we'll discuss together.
Okay. Uh, oh, wait 1 second. Is it D because 1/8, you just times that with 40,
Mm-hmm. Very good.
and then that equals 5. So then we'll do 2/5, and then 2/5 times 40 is 16.
1 over
So
8 multiplied by 5, right? So
yeah,
5 out of 40. And company Y, it is 2 over 5 multiplied by 8, 16 out of 40, right?
yep.
So it is 40 minus 5 minus 16. So this will be 19. That's why company Z provides electricity to 19 houses. Very good. Okay. 38.
A refrigerator is priced at 525.50 cents. There are 6% sale tax rate with what is the sale tax for the refrigerator in the dollars and cents?
Very easy. Can you just tell me how we're going to solve this, Sultana?
So you do 525.
Tax equals, right?
Yeah.
6.
You do 6 times 100. Wait, no.
6% of this money, right? For let's write our expression.
Yeah.
And the 6%, let's change it to decimal.
6.60.0.
No, 0.06,
I
right?
mean, yeah, 0.6.
Times 5 to 5.50. Can you
Yeah.
multiply and tell me the answer?
I don't have a calculator with me.
Okay, so that is 31.53.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's move on.
Is
39.
Can I quickly go grab water?
Okay. Why you didn't have open access to it? You're not gonna have it on television. Oh, I don't care. I like that. Okay, are you back, Sultana?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. Well, what is your plan for summer vacation, Sultana? Are you going to travel or go somewhere or go to Tajikistan or
I'm pretty much just gonna stay home or just like go to Pennsylvania
hmm,
or like play like tennis with my dad in the park.
do what?
Like play tennis with my dad.
You know how
And
to play tennis?
well, sort of. I always used to play with my dad.
Good. I actually teach tennis, you know.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you like tennis? Like for me, it's kind of hard. Like usually I go against the wall. Like there's this big wall at the park,
Hmm.
and I just hit it against there and just, or like I like pickleball. Do you
Yeah,
know what that
pickleball is
is?
okay, but tennis is a bit, you need to get some training. Otherwise,
Yeah.
good. So let us continue. Read the question.
A storage container is shaped like a rectangular prism. The volume of the container is 1,360 cubic feet. The area of the base of the container is 160 square feet. What is the height of the container in feet?
The first step we have to do is, Sultana, can you draw a rectangular prism? It says that a storage container is shaped like a rectangular prism, right?
Is it like this? Oh,
Box.
like this. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you draw like this, maybe it's much better. Storage, right?
Oh.
Something like this. Okay.
Wow.
So the volume of the container is 1,360 cubic feet. The area of the base of the container is 160. First, you have to write what is given here. What is given here? Volume is given, right? 1,360. And then we can write here feet cube. And also base area is given. Base area is 160 feet squared. This area. What is the question? Here we have to find the height of the container, right? So let me draw a line. So we have to find height. Height is a question mark. Now first, Sultana, can you tell me what is the volume formula for a rectangular prism? Volume equals what?
Uh, well, height times width.
Base area times height, right?
Yeah.
Base area, right? This is base area times height. Now from this equation, can you tell me then what is height?
Height.
Hmm?
Uh,
Volume divided by base,
volume divided by, yeah.
base area. Now we know the volume, we know the base area, right? And also we learned with you how to calculate, evaluate algebraic expression. So volume 1,360 divided by base area 160. And now let's simplify this, right? Zeros, they cancel each other, right? And 136 divided by 16, what is it?
Uh, one,
How can I simplify this? You see, first, both numbers are even numbers. Divide by 2, it is 68. Divide by 2, it is 8. Now I can see that both numbers are divisible by 4. Divide by 4, 17. Divide by 4, it is 2. So 17 divided by 2 is 8.5, right?
uh,
So that's why the height of this rectangle prism should be 8.5.
Yeah.
When you're also solving questions, first you have to solve like this, again, step by step, line by line, so I can see your work easily. Okay, I think the next one is about probability. You're really good in probability now. With the question,
The spinner shown is divided into congruent sections that are labeled from 1 through 7. If the spinner is spun one time, what is the probability of the arrow not landing on a section labeled with an odd number?
what is the probability of the arrow not landing, right, on a section labeled with an odd number?
Uh, well, I mean,
What
it's in the
numbers are
middle,
1,
like right in the middle.
7, 5, and 3, right?
Yep,
So it's the same question like this, right? Then what is the probability that the spinner lands on even number, right? Because
yep,
not odd number means even number, right?
yeah.
Okay, so that is, let's calculate this. What is that?
Four,
No, 3, right? We have three
yeah,
even numbers, right? 3 out of 7. If it asks that landing on odd number, 4 over 7, right?
yeah,
Not landing on a section label with an odd number, so that means it should land on even number, that is 3 over 7. Got it?
yep.
Okay. 41. You should do this question yourself, Sultan. Okay, first read the question.
A store sells new video games for $55 each. Used video games sell for $12 each. Ooh. Daniel is buying 3 new video games and X used video games. Which equation can be used to find Y, the total price Jacob must pay in? Uh,
New, right? $50 each. And used is $12 each. Jacob is buying 3 new video games and X used video games. Which equation can be used to find Y? The total price Jacob must pay in dollars.
A,
So 3 video games, right? New. So 3 times 55. So for this, you have to pay $165, right?
yeah,
But X use one is 12. So you have to pay 12X dollars, right?
yeah,
And together, if you find the total, then how much you have to pay? For used ones, you have to pay this much. For new ones, you have to pay this much, right?
yeah.
Then it's not A, it's B. If you buy only one new video game, A is correct, Sultana. But here it's saying that new, right? That
Oh,
each one is
three?
$50. You get it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Come on, Sultan. 2 more questions. We'll finish the class, okay? 42 and 43. Okay, 42.
The two pa the two parallelograms below are similar. What length is um what is the length in inches of PQ?
Also, you know this well. Well, okay, I'll give 1 minute to do this.
Oh, okay.
And we have to know 2 things about similar figures, right? What are they, Sultana? What is number one? If 2 figures are similar, then
I forgot it was
their corresponding angles
yeah,
are
the
congruent
corresponding side.
and corresponding sides are.
like a bigger illusion of them?
Proportional.
Oh,
Okay, you have to know these two things. If two figures are similar in math, geometry, that means that their corresponding angles are congruent and their corresponding sides are proportional. That means that if you take their corresponding sides and take their ratios, they must be equal to each other. Okay, 1 minute. Come on, do it.
38 inches.
38. So it is PQ divided by 16 should be equal to 30 divided by 12, right?
Yeah.
And from this equation, PQ is equal to 30 divided by 12 times 16.
Um,
30 and 12, both numbers are divisible by 6, right?
yeah.
5 times 16, and 6, it is 2, which is equal to, it is 40. Which one did you say F?
Uh, that.
It is F, it is 40, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, Sultan, you should be really good because we practice a lot. And Sultan, the last question, I'll finish the class, okay?
Yeah.
And the 43 and 44, because also 44 is easy. Okay, 43, read it.
Alicia earns $800 a month. The table shows her monthly budget. College savings, $200, car payment. Uh, which statement is supported by the information in the table? Okay, so it says that Felicia spends 10% of her monthly budget on clothes and food. Well, not exactly 10%, because $150 dollars is not 10% of 800, so that's false.
First,
Uh,
it says 800, right? So it says 10% of her monthly budget, which is $80, right? On
yeah,
clothes and food. And clothes and food, $150. Wrong, right?
yeah.
Okay. B,
Felicia spends 25% of her monthly budget on car payment.
what is 25% of 800?
0.25.
Yeah. What is 25% of 800? Because 25% means it's 1 over 4, right, Sultana? One
Yeah,
fourth. So what is 1/4 of 800?
275.
200. Sultana, 1/4 of 800.
Oh,
800 divided by 4.
oh yeah. So that's wrong.
So it says Felicia spends 25% of her monthly budget on her car payment. Her car payment is 275. That's why it is wrong. C, read it.
Alicia spends 20% of her monthly budget on college savings.
Then tell me, Sultan, what is 20% of 800?
0.8.
20 times 800 divided by 100, right?
Yeah,
Okay, the zeros cancel each other, which is equal to 116, Sultan. So
that's not true.
that's not true. Okay. D,
Alicia spends 50% of her monthly budget on her car payment and so. Yes. That's true.
Car payment, let's prove it. Car payment, 275, right? And cell phone, 125, which is equal to 300 and 400. So 50% of her monthly budget is 400. That's why it is true. Okay. The last
Yeah.
equation, Sultana. The last equation is just simple equation. Let's do it together and finish it. Tell me, I'm going to write here. What should I do in the first step?
Uh, so you do 2x times
Times
negative 52.
equals, we move 2 to the right hand side, right?
Yeah.
What is negative 52 minus 2?
54.
Negative 54.
Oh, negative 54.
And now we divide both sides by 2. What is negative 54 divided by 2?
Oh, negative 54?
Negative 54 divided by 2.
Oh, uh, it's negative, 97.
'How do you divide the Sultana? Look, 54, right? Divided by 2. 54, I can write it as 50 plus 4 divided by 2. 50 divided by 2, 25. 4 divided by 2, 2. So that's y is equal to negative 27. So x equals negative 27. Maybe you're tired, but you should know this, Sultana. Okay?
Yeah,
Sultana, other questions I'll put in the Google Classroom. Okay? Do those questions as I showed you. Okay? Until Thursday. All right?
yeah.
Okay. Bye bye. See you on Thursday.
Okay, bye.